Marty Barron, a titan of American journalism and former executive editor of The Washington Post, 2012-2021, has voiced his profound dismay at Jeff Bezos' recent overhaul of the newspaper's opinion section. In a scathing interview with The Guardian, Barron declared Bezos' decision to narrow the editorial focus to solely champion personal liberties and free markets as a betrayal of the very idea of free expression, leaving him utterly appalled. This drastic shift, announced in an email to Post staffers, effectively silences dissenting voices and marks a stark departure from the newspaper's long-standing commitment to diverse perspectives. The immediate fallout included the resignation of the opinion's editor, David Shipley, a testament to the gravity of Bezos' actions. Barron's condemnation resonates deeply, given his distinguished career and unparalleled understanding of the Post's journalistic integrity. Barron's criticism isn't merely a lament for lost journalistic pluralism. It's a carefully constructed indictment of Bezos' motives. He posits that Bezos' actions stem from a palpable fear of retribution from Donald Trump and his administration. This fear, Barron argues, is the underlying cause of several controversial decisions, most notably the Post's unprecedented decision in 2020 to abstain from endorsing a presidential candidate for the first time in 3 decades. This controversial move, announced just 11 days before the election, triggered a firestorm of protest, resulting in a staggering 200,000 subscription cancellations and numerous high-profile resignations. At the time, Barron vehemently denounced the decision as cowardice, with democracy as its casualty, predicting that Trump would interpret it as an invitation to further intimidate Bezos. This prophecy, Barron suggests, has now tragically come to pass. The current editorial shift, he believes, represents a capitulation to Trump's pressure tactics. Barron's analysis extends beyond the 2020 endorsement debacle. He points to a series of actions by Bezos and his companies that suggest a concerted effort to appease Trump. This includes Amazon's $1 million contribution to Trump's inaugural fund, the eyebrow-raising $40 million deal to license a documentary about Melania Trump for Amazon Prime, and Bezos' own personal interactions with Trump, including visits to Mar-a-Lago and attendance at the inauguration. All of those were signs of efforts to repair his relationship with Donald Trump, Barron stated unequivocally. The implications of Bezos' actions reach far beyond the confines of the Washington Post. It represents a chilling example of how immense wealth and power can be wielded to suppress dissenting voices and shape the narrative of public discourse. The potential for chilling effects on other news organizations is considerable, raising serious concerns about the future of independent journalism. Barron's perspective is particularly insightful given his intimate knowledge of the Post's inner workings under Bezos' ownership. He notes that during his tenure, Bezos' involvement in editorial matters was minimal, with communication limited to perhaps once every couple of weeks. This contrasts sharply with the decisive and arguably damaging intervention in the opinion section's direction. While acknowledging the commendable journalistic work still being produced by the Post's newsroom, which he describes as truly admirable and revelatory coverage of the Trump administration, Barron's overall assessment is one of profound disappointment. He laments the enormous amount of damage inflicted on the Post from the top, a damage that threatens to undermine the very principles upon which the paper was founded. The shift in editorial focus, he contends, isn't just a change in policy. It's a betrayal of the fundamental tenets of free speech and a dangerous precedent for the future of American journalism. The silencing of diverse viewpoints, Barron fears, will ultimately impoverish public discourse and weaken the very foundations of democracy. The long-term ramifications of Bezos' decision, therefore, extend far beyond the confines of a single newspaper, posing a significant threat to the health and vitality of American democracy itself. This is a pivotal moment, Barron implies, requiring a robust and sustained defense of journalistic integrity against the insidious forces of wealth and political pressure.